You're listening to a podcast by the Perennial Leader Project. Welcome back to Dying Every Day, Stoicism in a Year. This is day 120. Step into a crowded marketplace or scroll through your social media feed. The noise, opinions, and shifting moods of the masses swirl around you. How long before your focus begins to slip? How long before you find yourself echoing ideas or adopting attitudes you didn't walk in with? Seneca knew this feeling well. He wrote to Lucilius, quote, "Do you ask what you should avoid more than anything else? A crowd. It is not yet safe for you to trust yourself to one. I'll freely admit my own weakness in this regard. Never do I return home with the character I had when I left. Always there is something I had settled before that is now stirred up again, something I had gotten rid of that has returned." Close quote. In ancient Rome, crowds gathered in the forum, at political assemblies, and in the amphitheater. These places were moments of intense persuasion, entertainment, and sometimes moral chaos. For Seneca, the danger was not just physical. Our moral state is not fixed. Like a flame in the wind, it can be strengthened or snuffed out, depending on where we position ourselves. The quote, crowd is more than just a group of people. It is any environment where noise drowns out reason, where distraction overpowers reflection, and where the currency is applause, anger, or fear rather than wisdom. In such spaces, the erosion of character is rarely dramatic. It happens in small concessions. A laugh at the wrong joke, a nod to a false claim, a surrender of patience to frustration. Marcus Aurelius echoed this caution, quote, "Take care not to be carried away by the impressions of the mob. Keep yourself simple, good, pure, serious, unpretentious, a friend of justice, God-fearing, kind, full of affection, strong for your proper work." Close quote. Both Seneca and Marcus recognize that the true danger isn't being, quote, corrupted in a single dramatic instance, but gradually losing your character without even noticing. Notice Seneca's honesty and self-awareness. "I'll freely admit my own weakness in this regard," he says. Even a philosopher who advised emperors knew that exposure to the wrong influences could unsettle his moral clarity. The wise do not claim immunity. They arrange their lives to guard what is still fragile. This is not an argument for permanent withdrawal. The Stoic aim is to strengthen the mind until it can enter the crowd without losing itself. As Epictetus advised, avoid dangerous situations until your reasoning is secure. Avoidance in this sense is not cowardice, it is preparation. Today's, quote, crowds may be online feeds filled with outrage or news cycles designed to provoke an emotional response. The core principle remains the same. Put your own stability first. Build habits of self-awareness, regularly reconnect with what matters, and nurture your ability to think for yourself. As a daily exercise, I invite you to consider reflecting or journaling on what it means to guard your mind. You could ask yourself, what, quote, crowds in my life most tempt me to compromise my better judgment? Or consider, how can I strengthen my principles so they remain steady in any environment? Thank you for listening to Dying Every Day, Stoicism in a Year. I hope you found something useful for daily life. If you enjoy what we're doing here and want to support the project, consider becoming a Perennial Meditations member. And finally, as always, I urge you to put what you heard into practice. Until next time, be wise and be well.